Today's Archers Live is brought to you by Sarah J. Mowry, Family Dentistry.
Good morning, AWARP Archers. It's Friday, May 4th, and it's time for Archers Live with Adison Hindenlang and Molly Reinhart.
After today, we only have 2 more weeks of school, which means the calendar is filled with tests, field trips, and other activities. Monday will be another busy day with the start of AP testing and assembly. Today, we'll share more about that assembly, so stick around. Archers Live starts right now.
And Christopher from Mrs. Kennedy's kindergarten class to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Will you please stand?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, liberty and justice for all.
On the lunch menu for today, we are having pepperoni pizza, carrots, applesauce, and milk or salad bar.
On the calendar for today, we have 2 more field trips. The 3rd graders are going to Science Central, and NHS and calculus students are going to Fort Wayne to a couple of sites. Varsity track hosts the Antwerp Invitational at 4:30. Varsity softball travels to Archbold, and varsity baseball is home with Eastside, both at 5.
Tomorrow, varsity softball is on the field again, this time at home with Hilltop at 11. Good luck to our athletes competing this weekend.
Looking ahead to next week, teachers, don't forget that you can wear jeans on Monday as a gift from the administration for Teacher Appreciation Week.
Next week is also the start of AP testing. On Monday, AP chemistry students will test in the morning, followed by psychology in the afternoon. Students taking the morning exam should report directly to the Methodist Church and be back at the school by the start of 7th period. Students taking the afternoon exams can sign out of the office at the end of 3rd period and need to be at the testing site by 11:30.
On Monday, students in grades 6 through 12 will attend an assembly at 10 o'clock. The speaker is a former graduate of Fairview High School. Take a look at this video to get a sneak peek at what the inspirational assembly will be about.
Our speaker today is a true inspiration. His story has been featured in the national news media, including ESPN and the New York Times. Please welcome Brad Herdig.
I said, this dude has done well. Homeboy made all-state linebacker.
And as I was reaching in, that 500-ton power press came down with my arms inside.
Kids were on the edge of their seats. You could have heard a pin drop.
Here I was, the starting middle linebacker of my high school football team, but now I didn't have any hands. What do you do with that? I can't do it, Coach. I don't have any hands. He looks at the water bottle, looks up at me, then he says something that would ultimately change my life. If you're thirsty enough, you'll find a way.
Amazing. It was extremely inspirational. Within probably the first 10 minutes of seeing Find a Way, I was thinking of all these things I could find a way to make happen. I felt myself hanging on every word.
I decided that the accident had already taken enough from me. Why would I allow it to take even more? My goals, my dreams, my life.
He's an amazing person to listen to. Some of the stories that he had, like when he was on his ATV and he had accelerated too quickly.
The four-wheeler took off, throwing me back, pulling both of my arms out of my prosthetics and leaving the prosthetics attached to the handlebar.
Meeting him backstage, I really had a sense that he is so genuine and so passionate about his message, and that comes through in everything that he does and everything that he says.
If you want it, if you fight for it, if you're thirsty enough, You will find a way.
Again, that assembly will be at 10 o'clock on Monday morning. On Monday evening, Brad will be back at 7 to speak again. The band The Stray will also perform. There's no cost for this event.
Happy birthday tomorrow to Inara and 1B turning 8. Have a great birthday weekend, Inara. Make sure you get a birthday pencil from the office before you leave today.
Quite a few of our second graders want to give the Mini Archer updated try before the end of the school year, so today we have 2 of them on air. Here are Reese and Hudson from Mrs. Stoss's class with your final Mini Archer update of the week.
Good morning, Mini Archers. Defiance Hospital is hosting a Child Safety Day this Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. in the medical office building parking lot. There will be many events, including a bike obstacle course and a smokehouse. If you come, you could win a bicycle. The first 200 kids to come will receive free bike helmets, and the first 300 kids will receive a good bag. Back to you, Molly and Addison.
Thanks, Hudson and Reese. In library news, seniors, you need to make sure you have returned all books and paid all fines before your last day of school. This needs to be done so you can graduate.
For everyone else, all books need to be returned to the library by this coming Thursday at the 10th. Underclassmen should try to pay their fines by the end of the school year as well. Mrs. Bagley will be getting a list of those fines to your English teachers. Stop down and talk to Mrs. Bagley if you have questions, or if you cannot pay for your school fines.
If your library account is clear by the last week of school, students in grades 6 through 11 are encouraged to check out a few books to take home over the summer.
From the music department, there will be an informational meeting on this coming Wednesday, May 9th at 6 p.m. for anyone planning to perform at Disney with the choir, show choir, or band next spring. See Mrs. Smith or Mrs. Newell for more information.
The blood drive is coming to our school on Wednesday, May 9th from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. NHS and NJHS students can sign up to work in the high school office. If you would like to donate blood at the drive, sign-ups are in the high school office as well.
Attention 6th through 8th graders. We have some new information about your powder puff activities the last 2 days of school. If you buy a shirt, whether a player or a spectator, you will be allowed to bring your phone outside during these events. You can buy a t-shirt through Monday from Mr. Shore or Mr. Feasby.
From the athletic department, our softball team earned a bye and an opportunity to host the sectional final game versus Edgerton on May 10th at our renovated softball field. Tickets are $6 for adults and $4 for students. Our baseball team was also awarded a bye and a chance to host the winner of the Ayersville-Edgerton game. The sectional final will be on May 10th at Antwerp with the same price for tickets.
Do you need a summer job? Applications for KB Scoops, the new ice cream shop in town, are available in the high school office. Stay tuned next week to learn more about KB Scoops. Earlier this week, ALSTV visited the owner, Molly Reinhart, will share what she learned about the new business at the end of the next week.
With that, we're done for the day and for the week. NHS members, please report to the office at this time. Enjoy your trip. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you back here on Monday to start the seniors' final week of school.